Today we will discuss about discrete time Fourier transform. This DTFT is a tool to convert signal from time domain to frequency domain. Which type of signal? This is discrete time Fourier transform. Means this Fourier transform converts discrete time signal from time domain to frequency domain. Means this DTFT it converts signal rather discrete time signal. This converts discrete time signals having finite energy from time domain to frequency. This discrete time Fourier transform is a tool to convert signal from time domain to frequency domain. But the signal is which type of signal? Discrete time signal having finite. Not all the signals can be converted from time domain to frequency domain through this DTFT operator, DTFT transform. Only those signals which follow which condition?
Dirichlet condition.
Dirichlet
Dirichlet
condition.
condition. Which follow the Dirichlet condition. Are converted to DT or other you can say the condition is signal must be absolutely summable. The very first condition of this Dirichlet is signal must be absolutely summable. Means that is if Xn is a discrete time sequence, then sigma n is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite mod of Xn should be less than. Those signals which follow these conditions, in that case, DTFT can be applied to Xn. Means only those signals which are absolutely summable. This is absolutely summable. Only for those signals we can apply discrete time Fourier transform. Let Xn be a discrete time sequence having finite energy. Let Xn be a discrete time sequence having finite energy. Then discrete time Fourier transform. Its discrete time Fourier transform is denoted by x e j omega. Can be written by sigma n is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite xn e की power minus j. Since it contains e की power minus j omega n, e की power minus j omega n, it is a function of e की power j omega, and e की power j omega is sin cos omega plus j sin omega. Cos omega is periodic with period 2 pi, sin omega is periodic with period 2 pi. Therefore, this xcj omega, this discrete time Fourier transform, it is always periodic in frequency domain. It is periodic in frequency domain having period of this GPFT is periodic, always periodic in frequency domain having period of 2 pi. Similarly, inverse DTFT. This is DTFT, discrete time Fourier transform, where the signal is converted from time domain to frequency domain. In case of inverse DTFT, signal is converted from frequency domain to time domain. So the formula of inverse DTFT is Xa is equal to, since it is periodic with period 2 pi, to 1 upon 2 pi for one period from minus pi to pi, x e j omega e की power j omega and this topic is only repetition of the topic we have read in signals and systems. This topic is already covered in signals and systems. This is discrete time Fourier transform. The signal will be periodic with period 2 pi, and this is inverse discrete time Fourier, where signal is converted from frequency domain to time domain. Not. Let us take one example. Let's take one example. Find the discrete time Fourier transform of signal xn is equal to a की power n un mod a should be less than 1. Mod a should be less than 1. How this a की power n un can be drawn? A should be less than 1. Let's say if a is from 0 to 1, it means a is from minus 1 to 1. Let's take this. A is from 0 to 1. Let a is equal to half. So when n is equal to 0, this is half की power 0, 1. A की power 0 is always 1. When n is equal to 2, a की power 2, a square, half का square 1 by 4. A square. When n is equal to 2, a की power 2, half की power 3, half की power 2, 1/4. Again decrease, is again decrease, and so on. Since UN is here, the signal is defined only in the positive side from 0 to infinity. So this is the signal xn. So let us check whether it follow the digital condition or not. Condition is signal must be absolutely summable. That means sigma n is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite, mod of xn should be less than infinite. Let us see here, this plus this plus this plus this plus this plus this up to it goes up to 0. So if we sum all these points, this plus this plus this plus this, value will be somewhat finite. It will not be infinite value. Value will be somewhat finite. Means this summation is less than infinite. So it's okay. The signal follow the digital condition. Therefore, the discrete time Fourier transform of a की power n in case of mod a should be less than 1 is possible. If this is greater than 1, mod a should be greater than 1, the discrete time Fourier transform is not possible because there the signal is diverging in nature. If mod a is greater than 1, signal will be converging in nature. Then summing all the points should be greater than infinite, should be infinite. Therefore, the discrete time Fourier transform for mod a greater than 1 should not possible. It is possible only when mod a should be less than 1. From the definition, the discrete time Fourier transform x e j omega is written by sigma n is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite xn e की power minus j omega or sigma n is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite xn is a की power n un e की power minus j omega. Since un is here, means signal is defined only on the positive side. This is unit step signal. Signal is defined on the positive side. Means n is equal to 0 to infinite a की power e की power minus j omega. A e की power minus j omega की power है. What is this? This is summation of infinite series. So what will be the summation? What will be the summation? 1 upon 1 minus r. This is 1 upon 1 minus a e की power minus j. Or you can say 1 upon 1 minus a cos omega minus j sin omega. 1 upon 1 minus a cos omega plus j a sin omega.
सर ये लिमिट कैसे चेंज हो गई?
कौन सी लिमिट?
सर n0 से इन्फिनिटी, सर n0 से इन्फिनिटी un की वजह से आया, देन उसके बाद वापस माइनस इन्फिनिटी से इन्फिनिटी हो गई.
Oh, sorry, this is from 0 to infinite. Now it is okay. This is from 0 to infinite. This is the infinite series, summation of infinite series. So the summation is 1 upon 1 minus r, 1 upon 1 minus r. Yes. This is again written as x e j omega is equal to 1 minus a cos omega minus j a sin omega upon 1 minus a cos omega का square plus a square sin square. Multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this quantity, and we will get this. It is a imaginary quantity. It has both magnitude and phase. So magnitude of this x e j omega mod x e j omega can be written as 1 upon under root 1 minus a cos omega का square plus a square sin square. Magnitude of this quantity can be written by this. At omega is equal to 0, what will the value of x e j omega? At omega is equal to 0, this is cos 0 1, and this is sin 0 is equal to 0. So 1 upon under root 1 minus a का square means we have at omega is equal to 0, this mod x e j omega is 1 upon 1 minus a. Also, at omega is equal to pi, what will be the value of x e j omega? At omega is equal to pi, what is the value of x e j omega? Anyone? At omega is equal to pi.
Sir, one.
No,
One,
pi
sir.
1 minus a. 1 upon 1 minus a.
1 upon
1 minus a.
no, pi
1 upon 1 plus a
1 plus a. At omega is equal to pi, this cos omega is equal to
minus 1.
It is 1 upon and is 0. So 1 upon 1 plus a का square under root है 1 upon 1 plus a. This is 1 upon 1 plus a. Similarly, at omega is equal to minus pi, what is the value of x e j omega? At omega is equal to minus pi,
1 upon 1 plus a.
1 upon 1 plus a again. 1 upon 1 plus a again. Now if a is in between 0 to 1, if a is in between 0 to 1, since if a is odd a should be less than 1, means a is in between minus 1 to 1. If you take positive side, this side only, a is from 0 to 1. So 1 upon 1 minus a is greater than 1 upon 1 plus a. Means at omega is equal to 0, it is 1 upon 1 minus a. At omega is equal to pi, it is 1 upon 1 plus a. At omega is equal to minus pi, it is again 1 upon 1 plus a. Signal will be like this. Since x e j omega is periodic in period to pi, we have drawn the signal for one period from minus pi to pi. It is again repeated further. this dt(t) is always periodic with period 2 pi. Since it is the function of e की power j omega and e की power j omega is periodic with period 2 pi, therefore this xc j omega is always periodic with period 2 pi. If a is from -1 to 0, if a is from -1 to 0, then how this x e j omega can be drawn? If a is negative, -1 to 0, in that case 1 upon 1 minus a is lesser than 1 upon 1 plus a. If a is negative, then 1 upon 1 plus a is lesser than 1 upon 1 minus a is lesser than 1 upon 1 plus a. Since a is negative quantity, in that case 1 upon 1 minus a should be something here, and 1 upon 1 plus a should be something here. 1 upon 1 plus a should be something here. So the signal can be drawn like this. This is pi, this is what I mean to say, by using discrete time Fourier transform, the signal which transform from time domain to frequency domain is continuous frequency, as well as periodic with period 2 pi. This dt(t) is continuous frequency and periodic with period . Let us take another example. Find the discrete time Fourier transform. Find discrete time Fourier transform of signal xn is equal to delta n. What is delta n? Sejal Kumar, what is delta n?
Unit impulse sequence.
This is unit impulse sequence. This delta n is 1 at n is equal to 0 and 0 other n. So putting it in the formula, the discrete time Fourier transform xc j omega is sigma n is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite delta n e की power minus j omega. What is the value of this summation?
1.
Soumya Bist. Soumya Bist. What is the value of this summation?
1.
Soumya? Is Soumya is here? If Soumya is here? No. Yesi, what is the value of this summation?
1. Sir, 1.
1. This is 1. Since delta n is defined only at n is equal to 0, so this summation can be written as delta of minus 2 e की power 2j omega plus delta minus 1 e की power j omega plus delta 0 plus delta 1 e की power minus j omega and so on. So this delta minus 2 is 0, delta minus 1 is 0, minus 2 minus 1, delta 1 delta 2 it is always 0. This is only defined at only n is equal to 0. So at n is equal to 0, delta 0 is 1. This is so this spectrum of this x e j omega can be drawn. X e j omega versus omega. For every value of omega, x e j omega is 1. Look, for every value of omega, x e j omega is 1. So this spectrum can be drawn like this. This is 1 for every value of omega. So delta n, this unit impulse signal is the only component, only signal which contains all the frequency component in its spectrum. This frequency domain figure is called the spectrum of the signal. This is the spectrum of the signal. Mod x e j omega is magnitude spectrum, angle x e j omega is angular phase spectrum. So in the spectrum x e j omega, the value of x e j omega is 1 for every value of omega. There are several properties of discrete time Fourier transform. So please go through my notes, or please go through the books for discrete time Fourier transform. You have my notes of the last semester. You can go through. You can find all the properties of discrete time Fourier transform. I will cover only one property, that is convolution property. I will cover only convolution property. So what is the convolution property for discrete time Fourier transform? Yes, anyone? Yes, anyone? Ritesh? Ritesh Kumar. I think he is not present. Ritesh Kumar. Samriddhi Joshi. Samriddhi Joshi. This convolution property of discrete time Fourier transform is convolution in time domain is equivalent to multiplication in frequency domain. Right? If you have a signal x1n having its discrete time Fourier transform x1 e0 omega. If you have another signal x2n having its discrete time Fourier transform x2 e0, then the discrete time Fourier transform of the convolution of these two sequences, discrete time Fourier transform of the convolution of these two sequences, x1 and convolution of x2. Can be written by x1 e j omega into x2 x1 e j omega into convolution in time domain is equivalent to multiplication in frequency. And this convolution can be written as by n is k is equal to minus infinite to plus infinite x1 k x2 of n. Means if we have a system having impulse response Hn, input Xn. System means LTI system. Whenever I say system, that means we are talking about LTI system, since all the physical systems are LTI type. If we have a system, LTI system having impulse response Hn, input Xn, and output Yn, and Yn is always the convolution of input and impulse. Output is always the convolution of input and impulse. So you can perform this operation, convolution of Xn and Hn, directly in time domain, as we do in the last class. Either you can do this convolution in frequency domain also. What will you do? You first find the convolution of discrete time Fourier transform of first signal. Next, you find the discrete time Fourier transform of second signal. Then just multiply these two and find the IDFT of these two signals, multiplication. Then you can find the convolution of these two signals also. Means for this system, for this LTI system, let discrete time Fourier transform of Xn is Xc omega. The discrete time Fourier transform of Hn, Hej omega, and let discrete time Fourier transform Yn, which is equal to Xn convolution Hn, is Y Ej omega. It is equal to convolution of two sequences in time domain is equivalent to multiplication of their DTFTs in frequency domain. Means this Yj omega is equal to Xj omega into so for calculating Yn, find the discrete time Fourier transform of Xn, then find the discrete time Fourier transform of Hn, then multiply these two. After multiplication, do inverse DTFT for Y. Yn has Fourier transform this, then inverse discrete time Fourier transform of this is Step 1, calculate the Fourier transform of first signal, then calculate the Fourier transform of second signal, multiply these two, then fourth step, find inverse DTFT of this multiplication with regard to the Yn output of this. Either you do this directly from formula or you do in frequency domain also. Answer will be same. Multiplication in time domain is equivalent to convolution in time domain is equivalent to multiplication of their DTFTs in frequency domain. But then we have this Yej omega is equal to Xj omega into Hj omega. You can write Hej omega is equal to Yej omega upon Xej. This is a very important parameter, Hej omega. What is the name of this Hej omega? Anyone? Rudraj?
Sir, the system function.
No. Yes, anyone?
Transfer function.
Yes? Yuvraj? Not transfer function. This is called the frequency response of the system. Hej omega is called the frequency response of the system. H omega is called the frequency response of the system, and inverse DTFT of this H omega is Hn. What is Hn? Hn is impulse response of the system.
Impulse response.
This Hn is impulse response, this H omega is frequency response of the system. In unit 2, you have to design some filters, and in that filter, only frequency response of the system will be given to you. What is frequency response? Which frequency signal will pass and which frequency signal will stop. That is frequency response. So in unit 2 and unit 3, you have to design some filters having given frequency response. The H omega is called the frequency response of the system, and the inverse of H omega is impulse response of the system. Means you have Hn is impulse response, and the discrete time Fourier transform of Hn is H omega. The discrete time Fourier transform of Hn is H omega, and this is called the frequency response of the system. Impulse response, frequency response. So any discrete time LTI system can be characterized by its impulse response either from its frequency response. So anyone you have. If you have impulse response, you can find frequency response. If you have frequency response of the system, you can find impulse response of the system. And if you have impulse response or frequency response of the system, you can find output of the system for any type of given input. So any LTI system can be characterized by impulse response of the system and or frequency response of the system. Or both are transform pairs. Impulse response, its discrete time Fourier transform is frequency response. Frequency response, its inverse discrete time Fourier transform is impulse response. Let us have one example. Example is find the output of a LTI system having impulse response UN. Impulse response of system is unit step signal, and input Xn is a की power n UN. We have a system whose impulse response is given, input is given, and we have to find the output of the system. This system is like this. This is the LTI system having impulse response action, input Xn and output. So for formula, Yn is always convolution of input and impulse response. Yn is always convolution of input and impulse response. Convolution in time domain is equivalent to multiplication in frequency domain. Means the Fourier transform of Yn, y j omega is x j omega into h j omega. So what we do? We find the Fourier transform of this, then we find the Fourier transform of this. Mod a should be less than 1. Then multiply these two and then find the inverse discrete time Fourier transform will give you the y implied. What is x e j omega? We have done this example. This is 1 upon 1 minus
1
a
minus
to the power
a
minus j.
minus j omega.
And what is h e j omega? What is the value of h e j omega?
वन अपॉन वन माइनस ए की पावर माइनस j होगा.
This is 1 upon 1 minus e की power minus. Take pen and paper and solve this. What is the value of h e j omega? Then in the third step we multiply these two. So y e j omega is multiplication of these two. 1 upon 1 minus a e minus j omega into 1 upon 1 minus e की power. This is the multiplication of these two in frequency terms. So we have y is omega, and we have to find the yn here. We have to find the yn here. Means inverse discrete time Fourier transform of this will give uy. Just take partial fraction method. A upon 1 minus a e minus j omega plus b upon 1 minus e to the power minus j. Calculate the value of a and b. Calculate the value of a and b. What is a and what is b? Yes, anyone? Find the value of a and b.
सर ए की वैल्यू है माइनस ए अपॉन वन माइनस ए.
Minus j upon 1 minus a.
माइनस ए अपॉन वन माइनस ए.
A is minus a upon 1 minus a. And what is the value of this b?
वन अपॉन वन माइनस.
1 upon 1 minus a into 1 upon 1 minus a. This is y e j omega. This is y e j omega. And the inverse of this y e j omega. What will be the value of yn? इसके constant value minus a upon 1 minus a into the Fourier transform of a की power n un is this. Then the inverse of this is this. The Fourier transform of a की power n un is 1 upon 1 minus a minus j omega. Then the inverse of this is this. Means this is a की power n un plus 1 upon 1 minus a into the Fourier transform of un is this. Then the inverse of this is un. These are transform pairs. Un. Then this is 1 upon 1 minus a is common. 1 minus a की पावर n plus 1 upon 1 minus a. Let's put here. This is value of output for this input and input. So you can find the convolution either in time domain using direct formula, or you can calculate this convolution in frequency domain also by using DTFT of first and DTFT of second multiply inverse. DTFT of first, DTFT of second sequence, multiply the DTFTs, then inverse DTFT of the multiplication will give the output value. Then next topic is LTI system. As linear constant coefficient difference any LTI system can be represented by linear constant coefficient difference equation. What does this mean? Linear constant coefficient difference equation. Let us take one example. We have a system whose input is xn and output is y. Let us have one system whose input is xn and output is yn. Just provide a delay in the system yn. Delay is represented by this. This is a delay operator. Means if we apply any signal through this delay, output will be delayed by 1 element. Means this is y of yn is given to this delay operator. Output of this delay operator will be y and minus. Just put the summation here. Xn in first case, if this delay operator is not there, the current output depends on current input only. Whereas in second case, the current output depends on input plus previous output. Here, this yn can be written as this plus this, xn plus y of means yn minus y and minus 1 is equal to. This equation is called the difference equation. This equation is called the difference equation, and since its coefficients are constant 1 minus 1 1, since its coefficients are constant, therefore this equation is called the linear. It is linear also. Linear constant coefficient difference. And another property is for this system where current value of output depends on the current value of input as well as previous value of input. Means this system has feedback. Output is fed back to the input again. output is fed back to the input again. So this system has a feedback. This is called the recursive system. The current output depends on present input as well as previous output also. When this system has a feedback, previous output is again given to the input. Means current output depends on the previous output also. Means output should be feedback. This is called the feedback system or recursive system. This type of system is called the recursive system. Current output depends on present and past value of the output. So this is called the difference equation. Since its coefficients are constant, therefore is called the linear constant coefficient difference. So in general, this linear constant coefficient difference equation can be written as sigma k is equal to yn plus sigma k is equal to 1 to infinite y of n minus k is equal to sigma k is equal to 0 to infinite x of. The current value of output depends on previous values of output and present and past values of input also. The current value of output depends on past values of yn minus 1, yn minus 2, yn minus 3, yn minus 4. We can write this yn plus, sorry, this is bk. Let's put some coefficient here. bk and a. bk and ak are constant. So constant coefficient difference equation. We can write b1 yn minus 1 plus b2 yn minus 2 plus and so on. Let this is m and let this is n. Bm y of n minus is equal to a0 xn plus a1x n minus 1 plus anx n minus. So current value of output depends on the previous values of output as well as present and past values of output. This is called the recursive system. System has a feedback. Output is again feedback to the input. So any LTI system can be represented by linear constant coefficient. Let us have one example. Find the impulse response and frequency response. Find the impulse response and frequency response for a system given by linear constant coefficient difference equation as yn plus twice y n minus 1 is equal to xn. Yn plus twice yn minus 1 plus xn. We have to find the impulse response as well as frequency response of this system. System is given by yn plus twice y n minus 1 is equal to x. In that case, take DTFT of both sides. Taking DTFT of both sides, if Xn has its DTFT x e j omega, Yn has its DTFT y e j omega, then what is the DTFT of x of n minus 1? This is called the frequency shifting property. Frequency shifting property. If Xn has DTFT x e j omega, then x of n minus 1 has DTFT e to the power minus j omega. Similarly, yn minus 1 has DTFT e to the power minus j omega y e j omega. X of n minus 2 has DTFT e to the power minus 2 j omega x. It's called the frequency shifting property of the DTFT. Then take the DTFT on both sides. Y e j omega plus twice yn minus 1 e to the power minus j omega y e j omega is equal to x e j. Y e j omega upon x e j omega equal to 1 upon 1 minus y twice equal to 9. What is this ratio? What is this ratio? Y e j omega
Frequency response.
Yes.
Frequency response. Frequency response.
ठीक है
Called the frequency response of the system. So the first answer is the frequency response of the system is this. And this impulse response and the frequency response are the Fourier transform pairs. Impulse response, frequency response. Means the inverse Fourier transform of this will give you the impulse response of this. So, what will be the value of Hn? What is Hn here? A to the power n un had its Fourier transform 1 upon 1 minus a to the power minus un. So what is Hn here?
2 to the power
n
minus n
2 to the power n un. This is frequency response and this is impulse response. Now, depending upon the length of impulse response, this Hn as given is from 0 to infinite. Given is defined as from 0 to infinite. Depending upon the value of Hn, the system is again classified into two terms. In place of minus, this is plus. Yes, this is plus. Then this will be minus 2 to the power n. Sorry, in place of minus, this is plus. If this is plus, then Hn will be minus 2 to the power n. So here Hn is as given part. Given is defined from 0 to infinite. Means Hn is defined from 0 to infinite. So depending upon the length of HN, the system is again classified to two important classification. That classification is called the FIR system, finite impulse response system, and the other one is IIR system, infinite impulse response. Here the length is infinite, HN has infinite duration. Therefore, this system is IIR type, infinite impulse response system. And if the length of HN is finite duration, then the system will be FIR system. This is most important classification. You will read in unit 1, 2 and 3, FIR and IIR system.
सर एक बार रिपीट सर सर एक बार रिपीट कर दीजिए प्लीज सर
Yes,
रिपीट
Subham?
कर दीजिए एक बार FIR IIR सर रिपीट कर दीजिए सिग्नल स्ट्रेंथ कम थी थोड़ी
Subham, you are not audible.
सर वो मेरे यहाँ पे नेटवर्क थोड़ा सा इशू चल रहा है नेट का तो सर सुनाई नहीं दिया था वो FIR IIR
FIR is finite impulse response system. Means this impulse response HN, if the duration of that impulse response is finite duration, then the system is called the FIR system. And if the impulse response HN is of infinite duration, then the system will be infinite impulse response system. For example, this system has HN of infinite duration. Here is defined from 0 to infinite. The duration of HN will be infinite. Therefore, this system defined by this system is this difference equation will be IIR. Name suggested. Finite impulse duration of impulse response is finite, then FIR system, and if the duration of the impulse response is infinite duration, then the system is IIR system. This is all about today's lecture.
ओके सर आगे
From tomorrow onward, we will go to Unit 4, Discrete Fourier Transform. Discrete Fourier Transform. Let's have attendance for today's session. Rishabh Rawat, Rishi Kumar Gupta,
सर वो कमेंट कर रहा है उसका माइक्रोफोन वर्क नहीं कर रहा
present है ना?
Yes,
Ritesh, yes. Ritika,
Present, sir.
present. Ronit, Ruchi,
Present, sir.
Rudraksh,
प्रेजेंट सर
Sahars,
सर उसने भी कमेंट
Sahars is
किया
present. Sahars is present.
यस सर सर उसने कमेंट कर रखा है
अच्छा ठीक है. Then Saloni,
Yes, sir.
Samriddhi,
Present, sir.
Sejal,
Present, sir.
Shantanu,
Yes, sir.
Shashwat, Shefali,
Present, sir.
Shikhar,
Present, sir.
Shivani, Shubham
Present,
Mishra, Sweta,
Present, sir.
yes. Siddharth Gupta,
Present, sir.
Simran,
Present, sir.
Soumya,
Present, sir.
स्तुति,
सर सौम्या का सर माइक काम नहीं कर रहा था सर उसने।
किसका माइक काम कर रहा है? स्तुति का?
सर सौम्या का सर उसने
सौम्या का
मैसेज
लगा
करा।
हुआ है। स्तुति,
प्रेजेंट।
सुधांशु मौर्य,
प्रेजेंट सर।
सुधांशु मौर्य है?
यस सर।
तन्मय, तरुण, तुषार, वैभव अग्रहरी,
प्रेजेंट सर।
वैभव गुप्ता,
प्रेजेंट सर।
वरुण,
प्रेजेंट सर।
वरुण शर्मा,
प्रेजेंट सर।
विधि,
प्रेजेंट सर।
विपाशा,
प्रेजेंट सर।
यश,
यस सर। यस सर।
यशी,
प्रेजेंट सर।
योगेश,
प्रेजेंट सर।
योगेश नाग, युवराज,
प्रेजेंट सर।
सूरज,
प्रेजेंट सर।
ऋषि कुमार सिंह प्रेजेंट हैं। रोनित जैन, समृद्धि जोशी, यस,
यस सर। प्रेजेंट।
शाश्वत सिंह, शिवानी शर्मा, शिवानी, इज शिवानी प्रेजेंट? शुभम मिश्रा,
सर 93।
स्तुति श्रीवास्तव इज प्रेजेंट? स्तुति श्रीवास्तव,
यस सर। यस सर।
तन्मय, तरुण, तुषार लखेरा, योगेश नाग. Now it is over for today's class.